All right, welcome everybody. We've already called everybody in. Today is, I believe it's June 13th, and we're going to do a remote light stream, a healing for the planet. But yeah, we're going to do a healing for the planet. I was just going to try and word it differently, but I'll leave it as that, for Mother Earth. And we call in our guides and helpers that are sacred and divine. And we call in Mother Earth's higher self. And today we are asking for upgrades, healing, integration, and activations for Mother Earth. And we thank you. So I see, what's interesting is I see two Earths. I see a very, very big, big Earth. That's to my left. That is, that is glowing. It's got a very, very whitish blue color to it. And I can see that all the colors are very, very vibrant. And it seems like she's moving herself behind where Shannon's sitting across from me. It's the first time I've ever seen that. And then we have like an essence of Mother Earth coming up through the center. And what I see, all right, so as this aspect of Mother Earth is coming up in the center, there is the big grandmother, let's put her that way, that's really radiant blue, is moving around us in a clockwise direction. And there's the parts that I'm seeing of Mother Earth, the higher self aspect, is there are fractures. There are dark spots, fissures, like things that have kind of come apart, gaps in the light, but I see it more on like the northern hemisphere. There seems to be some dark spots there. The bottom of the earth, which would be, let's say, the south part of the earth, seems to have a lot of light, and it's spiraling. There's a counterclockwise spiral of like this bluish white light kind of moving just like the lower third of the globe that's in front of us right now. I also feel it feels like death, and that's the best way I can say it, but not in respect to like a dying, but to like a rebirth happening. It's more like the focus on the rebirth, but the old is dead. It's like, yeah, that's what I keep hearing. It's dead. The old is dead. The new is coming up. So they're showing me like the ground, and it can look like there's nothing happening on the ground, but underneath there's seedlings that are starting to sprout and push its way up through the dirt, just below the dirt. So that's what it's showing me, what these dark spots are. So it's not necessarily, the planet's dying, but aspects of it are. And there's a new rebirth happening. There's like a tremor. Like I can see like this death kind of crust. And underneath it, there's like a tremor, like tremoring, kind of shimmying back and forth. Almost as like an egg that's going to be hatched. That kind of feeling, there's that kind of momentum, that kind of energy that's like propelling, pushing, shaking, oscillating, taking more ground, coming closer to move past this crust, this dead crust. So that's what they're showing me. Inside, there's a seed of this very bright, radiant bluish white that I see, that I had seen with the big mother earth. And it's growing in light. It's like a star inside of the planet that's growing. It's getting bigger and bigger. And the bigger it gets, there seems to be these bigger waves that are moving through the planet also. So there's like this really quick shuffling back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But then there's this big like waves of light that are moving from the center outward. So we've got this kind of shimmy that's side to side, and then we have these outward ripples that are happening, and they're like pulse. Very, very slow, but it's like causing this incredible like light wave that's moving through everything on the inside. Everything's very much alive. So I'm going to ask, is there assistance? Does Mother Earth need assistance to peel away this layer of density that is around her? And I get a really strong yes. Like, wow, almost knocked me off my boots. Okay, so we are here, all of us in the group, but there's also other beings that are showing up. And they're circling around, and they are, it's like a mental telepathy, and a heart resonance. So it's a combination of heart resonance and mental telepathy towards the core, this like brilliant bluish white light of a sun, like a sun inside this thick crust, and they're amplifying that. They're putting more energy into it. It's making me really, really dizzy. Actually, it's making my stomach almost want to toss a little bit. It's amping up the light, and it's creating like a greater, like a more dense type of light wave, like the one I had talked that was kind of coming out. Pulse. It's getting brighter and brighter, more light dense, and starting to push more toward, like there's more of that light building inside of this kind of dense crust. So great, I'm starting to see the crust starting to break, almost like earthquakes happening everywhere, all around the globe. But it's not necessarily the earth, it's something that's almost like, it feels like above it, around it, something that's gone hard, and it's starting to break up, and I can see like fiery lines all of a sudden, like starting to kind of break, as if I was looking at the ground that had volcanic lava coming up, but it seems like it's breaking, and it looks like lava-ish all around the planet. So they're building light on the inside, and all of this like dense blackness is being broken up. It's starting to crumble, dissolve. It's becoming like the stars. It's turning to dust. I'm just watching. Dust everywhere. Ooh. So what I see now is almost like a bubble. You know when you blow a bubble and it's kind of got this mother essence, this mother of pearl type of pinkies, and maybe a little bit of green in it. I can see that like around, like as if it's like kind of a clear marble, and then this bluish white sun star in the middle. And there's light moving everywhere, like wavering light, like almost like Aurora Borealis, all contained within this bubble, this ball. And all the other parts, everything is falling off. And at the same time as that's falling off, there's like a richer, deeper connection that's happening. It's almost like this dark, heavy, dead stuff that got sloughed away was impeding some sort of communication with the cosmos. Oh, and they're telling me directly with the sun. Yeah, wow, okay, so so this crust that was around the planet was interfering with the light of the sun, sharing its codes with this core essence of Mother Earth. And now the sun itself is actually starting to show itself and reveal itself and come in a little closer. It's really, really big. It's got a very almost ominous presence. And it's just blasting. I mean, blasting the core. It's like rapid information download to this like starry light inside. So it's just the sun is just bombarding this star-like sun inside the planet. And as it's doing that, I can feel the heart of Mother Earth. It's almost actually making me want to cry. I can just feel her heartbeat and like a flooding of, it's greater than love. Love is a small word. This great, great kind of expansion through the heart area of the earth. And it's like the information's coming in so fast and she's being able to process it really quickly. It's like she's been waiting for it. She's downloading like rapid speed here. It's really filling her heart. There's like more deeper than joy feeling that I'm feeling right now. She's so thankful to be receiving this information from the sun. And this information is to help her evolve. It's almost like what I can see is like the sun, the particles that are coming from the sun are like seeding the ley lines of the planet all over the place, just seedlings happening everywhere, these golden sparks that are just like seeding themselves in the lines of the planet. And they're starting to integrate. There's so many coming in that it's what looked like little dots is now becoming lines, and all these lines around the planet are becoming filled with the light of the sun. And I can feel there's like a different kind of vibration that's being brought online. I can't even describe it. It seems multi-dimensional in nature, but it's like a vibration of some sort, so you guys all know about the cymatic plates where they put sand on it and they vibrate it. so the kind of vibrations that are coming out are starting to create different kinds of mandalas. And the mandalas are imprinting all around this sphere, this ball that's holding this bluish white sun. It's imprinting all on the inside of it. Tons of these different mandalas, information coding. There also seems to be some sort of ancestral information, which feels like something that's going to also activate in our population. Maybe not everybody, but there's going to be people that are going to become more aware of their ancestry, where they've come from, how they came to be. And it's like that's being activated in Mother Earth at this moment. One of the things, there's many, many things that are being activated, but they're telling me specifically about our ancestry, like where we came from, is being seeded. So these ley lines that have been activated with the sunlight are starting to pulsate. They're starting to move. There seems like there's like a movement that's happening within the lines themselves, and it's like different directions. I don't know much about ley lines or how they work, but it seems like, you know, energy's moving this way, and then there's energy moving that way, and another energy moving over here, and like all these different lines that are coming on, but moving in different directions. And it feels like a clearing also, an activation and a clearing for the lines. And I can see as the light brightens within the ley lines, there is like a cloudy mist that is being released, almost like coughing out smoke. And it looks like that. The lines are, and some of the lines are blacker than others of the release. It's like black, very black. And I can actually see ghosts, like different type of shapes or beings. It almost seems like there was some sort of dark entities that were trapped inside of these lines that are being released. And the cosmos, there seems to be like a kind of vacuum almost that's kind of sucking these dark entities in, so they can't just be loose off in the space somewhere. They're being sucked up for repurposing. Wow, yeah, there's a lot. There seems to be a lot of these lines, like through California area. Even like through Arizona, there seems to be some of these lines that are really like coughing up some pretty nasty stuff. Also, in Europe, I can see a lot of the coughing up of like entities that are being released, and again, they're just being sucked up. Kind of like around Italy, the water of Italy, through that area. There's a lot of them being sucked up. All through the Middle East also being sucked up. I mean, it's like entities that have different shapes, like a whole bunch of different kinds of spirits, animal creatures, things like that being taken away. It's like the earth is purging the darkness, purging it. She's being set free from this like ghostly cage her light's been locked up, and now she's being freed. So there's still more of these lines that are being cleared. Some like in like the Asian continents over there, Turkey, kind of up in that area, the northern part. I don't even know what part that is, just on the map. It's like the whole Asian kind of Asia continent. There's also through Africa, in like southern Africa, there seems to be like tons of these spirits being released. Also, I hear a lot of sound that's connected with these beings that are being released. So I'm just watching. It's still happening everywhere. All right, there's like this sonic wave now that's coming up from the bottom, from like what would be considered the South Pole. There's a sonic wave that's coming up and it's shooting up around the planet in these rings. And it's, again, it feels kind of magnetic, and it's just pulling out like these deeper, darker type of spirits, pulling them out. Like they have no chance, they can't even stay. They're just being drawn out by this like magnetic type of pulse. And as these entities are being released, there's like almost like a new kind of crust that's being revealed of Mother Earth. This crust feels like dense foliage. It's full of life, from like little tiny insects crawling in the dirt to like the snakes and the birds and the frogs, the whales. Everything is very alive. The seedlings of trees. There's like this web of interconnectedness, and it's like the snake is aware of the tree is aware of the whale. Like there's like just all this very interconnected. The monkey is aware of the sky. It's like the monkey knows the sky. There's just all this kind of awakening of this web of consciousness and connectivity between all things. There's a deep, deep, deep sense of harmony, of peace. It's like they're showing me like the rocks are falling away. It's like we're able to like emerge. The human beings are able to emerge, and it's like all the weights that were placed on us that we were carrying are just falling away, rolling off. It's like all of a sudden they feel like styrofoam. It's no longer this dense rock. And there are key humans, key beings, maybe I'll call them that, star beings around the planet. Not everybody is one of these kind of beings, and they are like grid holders, they are light holders, and they are like holding, like how a cell tower emits pulses. These beings are emitting pulses, and they can communicate with each other wherever they are on the planet. It's like all of a sudden you have this instant galactic family. And again, they're showing me that it's not all of the beings on the planet. It's a portion of them. And I'm trying to find out if these are like angels, are they guides, are they humans, or what are they? I keep getting their star beings. They're showing me like the DNA of these beings is more of a star being. They're closer to the cosmos than a lot of us. We've had like our codes. They're showing me like we've had our DNA shut down in some aspects, made dormant. And these beings somehow have retained their cosmic connection. But with that awakening, the lighting up of these cosmic beings, these star beings, it's going to automatically, like the web they're creating, is automatically beginning to wake up our DNA. The DNA that's been switched off, so to speak, is being turned on through the memories of all these star beings. They're very, very blue. They're very, very tall. And they seem cloaked. Some of them have like long hair, like almost blonde, very blonde hair. I'm seeing some of them like with like vests, like some sort of vests that seem, I don't know, look more kind of elvish in some way. But also some of the beings look like sailors of the sea, like they're dressed kind of like that from the old days. They kind of have that kind of feeling to them. But they're all interconnected. They're all linking up now all around the planet, just a whole bunch of different places. And it's not only awakening our human DNA, our God essence, our cosmic origin, but the whales somehow are connected with this. Other like creatures of the world, the winged ones, the snakes seem to be coming up quite a bit. Snakes, birds, whales, and those are like the things that really keep popping. I can see lots of insects. And it's like the awakening, the light that these cosmic beings are sharing with us, like this grid, is also causing a response inside of the insects of the planet. And the insects are creating kind of like a vibration, like an echo of this like awakening. I don't know how else to explain it, but it's like the insects even hear, feel, sense, and they're echoing what they're feeling back. So it's creating like an amplification of these frequencies, this awakening of the dormant DNA. So as I can see, it's like the earth and us are very interconnected. We're interwoven. Okay, as these light beings, these cosmic star beings are, it looks like they've almost completed the web around the planet. I get a sense it's also a protection around the planet, and it's creating a particular vibration that these, that crust, that dead crust, can no longer exist. There's no chance. It cannot be. And as they're creating this finishing up, they're not quite done yet, so I'm seeing they're still linking up. I'm not sure why it's taking so long. Their pathway is like a grid, like a ley line, and they're working on clearing and purifying and activating, filling everything with light where the darkness did. They're clearing it up. They're filling it up. So again, nothing can seed itself in these particular lines anymore. There's no chance, which is great. So as they're finishing up on that and making, clearing, purifying, activating, backfilling with light, they're also, the light is starting to extend past like our atmosphere, and it's almost like we have more of a glow on Mother Earth, like she's coming online. She's like, oh yeah, I'm starting to breathe, and each breath that she's taking is getting deeper and more full, and with every breath the expansion of her light starts to reach further and further into the cosmos, and it's like she's sending a message to all the planets, to the sun, and it's moving fast, this message. And I'm trying to ask what the message is, and I keep hearing, I am here, I am here, but it's like so strong, like I'm here, and it's like nothing can tamper with me, like ever again. It's like my shackles have been released. I am free. I am free. You know, and I can feel this sense of unification, because it seems like there's many planets that are populated with beings of all kinds, and they're receiving the message, and it's like a relief. And again, it makes me want to cry. There's this deep relief, because the sovereignty of Mother Earth is affecting the sovereignty, I can't even say the word, the freedom, the liberation of all other planets. And it's going, it's rippling out, broadcasting a huge message. This feels really good. It feels very powerful and very, very hot. All of a sudden, super hot. Okay, it looks like this part of Mother Earth's higher self now is starting to drop back, and the big globe that was here on my left is now showing up. She's back, and there's like an integration happening, that part moving in, and I can feel, okay, here she is. She is looking again, making connection with every single one of us in the group. There's like this radiant beam of light, and it's like a deep gratitude, but it's an acknowledgement of us acknowledging her, witnessing her, and thereby witnessing ourselves. There's like this deep interconnectedness that's so hard to express. It's difficult because it's like our makeup. It's what we are. We're an extension of Mother Earth. She's an extension of us. It's like she dies, we die. We die, well, she'd probably make it. But somehow, we're all interconnected. It's kind of like that. It's like a really, she would feel the loss for sure. I make light of it, but she would feel the loss, for sure. So upon each person in the group, she is bestowing a gift. And the gifts are being placed in our crown and in our hearts. I've got like an electrical kind of pulse up through my solar plexus and up. So in our hearts and in our crown, she is bestowing gifts. And she's telling me that the gifts are to assist us in our own liberation within ourselves, our own freedom, and it's also information to help us remember our interconnectedness, that we are not separate. We are not separate. We show up in separate bodies and, with these identities, but we are all connected with all life. The trees, the sky, the sun, the waters, the whales, the insects, the snakes. We are connected. All right, she's disappearing. Whew. That was like a really big session. I could feel it, like it's kind of causing me a little bit of nausea and dizziness throughout my body. So I wish to say thank you to our guides and helpers that are sacred and divine. I wish to say thank you to Master Yeshua and Mary Magdalene. We thank you for your guidance and protection. We also thank our higher selves. We thank Mother Earth's higher self for showing up and trusting us to have her highest interest at heart. The angels are opening up the gate, and all of you are now leaving. All your higher selves are now leaving. Knowing that, we say thank you for assisting us on this journey. There you go. There's the last person. Nice. We ask the archangels to close the gate. We also wish to thank our Archangels Michael, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Uriel, and Archangel Raphael. Thank you for keeping our space safe and protected. And we'll finish with the Om Sataman.